Week 3 of EndZone, our game of the week. The Caledonia Cavaliers coming off a big win over Itawamba, taking on Amory, who always proves to be a force to be reckoned with. The Starkville Yellow Jackets, could they stay undefeated? Well, they were down in Meridian. We'll find out very shortly. And the Noxubee County Tigers and Camario Taylor coming off a win over Columbus. Could they defeat the 5A runner-up powerhouse in West Point?
WCBI Sports EndZone Show is brought to you by Jax, Carl Hogan Toyota, Wade Incorporated, Southern Housing, and Clark Beverage Group.
It's week 3 of EndZone. We're not tired. John Sokoloff and Cam Dyer hanging out with you. Cam, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Love talking some high school football with you. It's good to be back on the desk.
It's your favorite. High school football's your favorite. We had a pretty good game of the week this week. Amory and Caledonia, the Panthers, who have made it to a state title game in 2 of the last 3 years. And Caledonia really looking like coming into this week that they were starting to piece something nice together.
Absolutely. I mean, we know what we're getting with an Amory team by now. We know Brooks Dampiers got his guys ready to play. And Caledonia, kind of one of those sneaky teams. We don't talk about them a ton. They run kind of that wing tee, 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust offense. But when we get deeper into the season, into the playoffs, they're always right there as one of the teams kind of in the quarterfinals and who has potential to make a run. So it's really fun to see these two styles go at each other so early in the season.
And just 2 years ago, Caledonia was very close to making it to a state title game. But let's get out to their action against Amory.
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
23 red Toyota Tacoma, red for Grace's Hoosiers, who won tonight. They beat the Sycamores of Indiana State. Got her to Caledonia safe and in style. Cavaliers hosting the Amory Panthers. Cam, let's do it.
How about it? That was kind of, the truck was kind of Caledonia red, too.
It really was. First quarter, no score. Caledonia punting on 4th down. The ball bounces off a Panther player's helmet into a Cavs helmet. Jackson Shellman all over it. Cavs drive would end in a field goal to go up 3-0. Caledonia with the ball. Nathaniel Walker ends up forcing the fumble. Ivan Ward comes up with the ball. Panthers take over at the Cavs 19. Look at the food. Looks good. I'm hungry. First play, Braden Moranto hands it off to Emmanuel Randall. He's just too shifty. He goes into the end zone. 7-0 Amory. When this Amory team smells blood, Cam, they're dangerous.
Absolutely, man. I mean, they're looking great on the ground right now.
Yep, and there you go. Again, just like what he said. Randall, stiff arm, touchdown, 14-3 at half. Did Amory lead? Fans are loving it. Second half, Panthers keeping it on the ground. This time it's Tyree Neely extending the lead to 18 points. Caledonia finally knocking on that door. Ethan Ramirez getting it. Getting over the plane. 2-point try was no good. 21-9 Amory.
They don't go away.
No, they don't. But Amory ends up winning it 24-17. Here's Brooks Dampier on the game.
Yeah, we challenge them everywhere we go. We're going to make it our home field. So they may have their home fans, but we're going to leave the home team at the end of the night. So got to keep playing. No matter what happens, control what you control. Keep playing. Very proud of our coaching staff. Coach Rosenthal, Coach Stevenson do a really good job day in, day out. Coach Randy, Coach Fields, Coach Griffin, Garrett, Coach Hill, they all do a really good job with their kids.
Man, those are the type of games that are going to play dividends later in the season. A playoff-esque game, kind of like this one. Undefeated Starkville traveling to undefeated Meridian.
That segue.
Ready to get it going. And the Cats strike first. Daniel Hill gives it up to Anthony Brown. He breaks a couple tackles and takes it to the house. Cats up 7-0. A little adversity for Starkville.
Sure.
But
they faced a lot of it last year, too.
That's it. But this offense, they know what to do. They're going to respond. Trey Petty with the play action has time to look and finds receiver Stonka Burnside, walks into the end zone. PAT ties it up at 7. But Starkville not done. 3rd and long. Petty will find, I'll give you one guess, John.
I'll take Stonka Burnside for 300, Alex.
Heck yeah. Over the middle, he makes some moves and keeps the Yellow Jacket drive alive. And just a couple plays later, Petty keeps it himself this time, finds the edge, and then the end zone to put Starkville up 14-7. And the Yellow Jackets, they cruise to a 42-21 win. Those Yellow Jackets, they just keep winning.
And that hour-and-a-half bus ride back to Starkville must have been pretty cool.
Yeah, must be fun.
All right. Well, Grenada topped Oxford 31-28, but let's go up to Hernando at Tupelo. After a scoreless first, early second, Jeremiah Harrell scrambles. Cam, just do it yourself sometimes. Sometimes that's easiest.
Is he really fast, or is everyone else in slow motion?
Who knows? But that was a 50-yard gain. And then a little bit later, Jaden Hill up the middle, touchdown Tupelo, 7-0. After getting the ball back, Harrell tosses it out into the flat to Quintero Middlebrooks. He breaks several tackles, dives into the end zone, touchdown, 14.
That was a gross move. Looked like the defender was on the slip and slide. Don't like that for him.
Then, seconds left in the half, Golden Wave cap off another drive. Harrell finds Tariq Darden. Extra point, no good. Tupelo up 20-0 going in the locker room. They win this one 40-0. In 3 games, Cam, they've given up just 7 points.
That defense,
unreal.
Really, really good, man.
Unreal. And we mentioned Grenada topping Oxford 31-28. And let's keep the highlights rolling.
How about it? This one took place on Thursday night, but they count all the same. Scoreless in the first quarter. Saltillo and Nettleton. Saltillo quarterback Samuel Tice drops back, finds JT Beasley on the crossing pattern for a nice little first down. Later, again, Simmons to Beasley. Again, they love that connection. The reception there, but the drive's going to stall out. Nettleton ball. They give it to Braden Hooks, and he gets a nice little gain, moves the chains, and sometimes all you need is a nice little methodical drive before you can rip one off. Braylon Williams keeps it and breaks clear. Exactly what I was saying. You got to wear him down. Dodges a few tacklers to go in for the score. 7-0, Nettleton up. Saltillo in the waning minutes of the first half. Simmons trying to make something happen, looking again for Beasley, but it's picked off by Jaden Dilworth. That was a sick interception, and the visitors took a 7-0 lead into the locker room. Nettleton got the win, 24-21 in OT.
All right. How about we get out to a game that both teams desperately needed? West Point at Noxubee County, probably the quarter of the year, the game of the year. Caden Daniels, you know this kid's name, Florida commit. There's the chomp right there, just to give you that confirmation. A failed 2-point conversion attempt. 6-0 West Point. Cam, he's pretty good, that Caden Daniels. You know who else is? Camario Taylor. Look at this dime. DeQuadrion Welch, 46-yard touchdown. 7-6 Tigers.
When you've got D1 athletes all over the place, it's just really hard to play defense, man.
It is, and it makes you dance like that fan was over here. Colton Whitaker trying to throw to his right, but it's tipped, it's picked. LaKylerion Dancy dancing his way to the sidelines, goes all the way down for a pick 6. 2-point conversion was good. Now Noxubee County up 14-6, and that fan base was fired up. He said, "Don't throw it at me." Those were his words. Don't throw it at me.
I think West Point took the advice. They said, you know what? Let's just keep it on the ground. Why not?
Let's do it. And look, when you have a player the caliber of Caden Daniels, he makes you pay. Just gets right by everyone. So big, strong, athletic. That's a touchdown. He didn't have 3, 4, 5, or 6. He had 7 touchdowns tonight. West Point gets their first win of the year, 50-40.
Do you have him on your fantasy team?
I did, yeah.
I am jealous. Better than Jahmyr Gibbs, I would say. Out in Columbus, Falcons
That's a tough shot.
Louisville in the first. After a methodical drive, Kendon Sanders powers his way into the end zone from the 1, putting the Power Cats up 7-0. On the first Columbus drive, Jaquavius Bankhead gonna air it out, and he gets tipped by the cornerback. And check out the effort from Kalen Macon, a diving snag for the pick. That's a top 5 nominee, if I do say so myself.
It is. Wrote it down.
Louisville takes over on offense, and they're in the red zone in no time. Jalen Jordan with the give waltzes in for the score, doubling the lead to 14. Columbus now down 17-0. They need a drive desperately. They give it to Reginald Wilkins, who's going to move the chains on a nice, tough run up the middle. Something like that can give you a lot of momentum, and what they say, run sets up the pass. Bankhead going for it all, throws a strike to Delmere Hudgens, who has a step, takes it all the way to the house. The 2-point conversion was good, cutting the deficit to just 9, but Louisville goes on to win this one 45-20.
How about Lafayette and Itawamba?
Let's get out there, man, after the nice little handshake. Get the pleasantries out of the way so then we can play some football. John Austin Wood airs it out. 46-yard touchdown pass to Cooper Waddle. In relation to Jalen Waddle, he looked a lot like him right there.
Both of those guys had a top 5 play last week.
You got to do it. Come on, do the Waddle.
Sure.
We'd love to see it. But Nick Thompson answers with a nice completion of his own, this time to Makai Reed-Jones, and he's gonna go all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Gets capped off by a nice little 3-yard touchdown run. But the sophomore, Lawson Fortner, you're going to see a lot more of him the next couple of years, I'm sure. But nice little
When you're running tough like that, you absolutely will get the snaps.
That's how you get playing time, man.
There you go.
From the 30, after an Itawamba fumble, a nice touchdown pass from Nick Thompson to Makai Reed again, the PAT good. Itawamba, though, they keep answering back. It's going back and forth, but Lafayette ends up winning it, breaking away late, 48-27.
Pontotoc, Shannon, Let's Dance, Red Raiders playing the hosts. Warriors got the ball first. Kylan Judon, the ball carrier, bowls his way for a first down. Cam, when you keep the legs churning, anything can happen.
Good things happen.
That's right. Then it's quarterback Miller Finn going outside on the run, but the ball is knocked loose. The Red Raiders end up recovering it.
I got to see Shannon a week or two ago, and man, I love how this defense just swarms to the ball. You saw right there so many red jerseys in the picture.
No doubt. And now, Tracian Spurgeon at quarterback throws downfield to Darius Clifton. And the Red Raiders, Cam, they are in business. Spurgeon's been good all year. You saw him up close and personal last week. Keeps it himself for the touchdown. The extra point was blocked. Shannon led it 6-0. They end up winning 21-zip. Big win for Shannon. All right, coming up next here on EndZone.
Looks like
East
Webster
right and Noxubee. We've also got Manatee at Hatley and East Union. The Urchins and Bruce came down to a thriller. Let's get some scores in for you. Welcome back to EndZone. Moorville beating South Pontotoc 28-3. Houston topped Northside at 34-0. Corinth and North Pontotoc, Corinth getting the win 38-13. Boonville topped Hamilton 35-12. Cam, Noxubee, East Webster. What happened there?
Let's get out there to East Webster. It was all Wolverines early. Caleb Warnock drops back and delivers a dime to Bryson Johnson. Nice pass there. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We usually say that about the run game, but hey, when you have a connection like that, do it again. Warnock takes the snap, dumps it off to Johnson, who snags it with one hand. Don't overlook that, and then takes it all the way into the end zone. He's pumped, and how could you not be?
Love those unis too.
You do.
You're not a fan?
No, well, not my favorite that we've had so far, but it's okay. Noxubee couldn't respond. East Webster gets the ball back, and Warnock goes to work again, delivering a pass to Jerkel Ivy for the first down. Move the chains. A couple of plays later, direct snap to Bryson Johnson, reward him, and he goes around untouched for 15 yards for his second TD of the night. East Webster, man, cruises 47-0.
Big time cruise. We talking Carnival, Princess? What are we looking at?
Disney, you know me.
Yeah, of course. Eupora beating Okolona 41-16. Choctaw County losing in a thriller up at Ripley 17-16. Winona topping Kossuth 37-17. We're going to go out to Hatley. Quick little tangent here. Look at the Tiger, so friendly,
Hi,
so
Tiger.
innocent. Hello, Tiger. How are you? Maybe one of the more generic mascots, but that one was cute. All right, Levi Ellis, 65-yard touchdown run, making things pretty easy for his team. Manatee, the Mustangs, up early. Ken Adams and company off to a good start. Now, Hatley running back Winston Williams gets to the outside, making things happen. A 20-yard touchdown run.
Big, strong kid right there, man.
Oh, yeah. But now, defense coming up big. Nowhere to go. And this one ended up ending in Hatley's favor, winning it 41-28. All right, coming up next here on EndZone, West Lowndes hosting a tough Biggersville opponent. Could the Panthers hang on? Chandler Brunetti looking to bounce back from last week's loss. Could he get the Seminoles back in the win column? And Oak Hill Academy taking on Washington.
All right, let's get right back to some highlights. Welcome back to EndZone. We've got East Union at Bruce. A little Thursday night action. Urchins up 8-7 in the first quarter. J. Cole Williams hands it off to James Browning down the sideline. Picks up 29 yards before being tackled right in your living room. A little 3D action for you. Same drive, bad snap. The ball is out, and the Urchins are all over it.
Coughed up.
Oh, there you go. But the Urchins turn it over on downs. Trojans back at the ball, knocking on the door. J. Cole Williams. First of all, that's a 10 out of 10 name. Love it. Keeper right up the middle.
Yours.
Bruce takes a 15-8 lead. Thank you. Still second quarter. Urchins going for it on 4th and 5. Drew Holloman rolls out, eyes the end zone, hits Riley Williams. East Union ties it up at 15. Bruce got the win 42-40 in OT. Instant classic.
Bunch of Thursday thrillers. Quick scores. Baldwin, top in Water Valley, 28-20. Aberdeen falling to Calhoun City, 44-8. Biggersville, West Lowndes, and Cam, let me tell you, it was all Biggersville. The Lions were up 39-0 at the half. Fans got to get home early. We had a running clock, but this kid, Trey Gunn, He had an interception here. He had 2 picks and 2 touchdowns in the first half.
And he's acting like he does it every single week, which
Yep.
he kind of does. They're a powerhouse. But
They are, yeah. Look, business as usual for him. So tough night for West Lowndes. They end up falling 46-8. Oof. Walnut and Smithville. Coin toss. You know, love to see it. Chandler Brunetti to Ben Frederick here. So this is a 35-yard run. The ball gets ripped out of his hands, but it ends up being recovered by Smithville. Let me tell you why this was so big.
that's good hustle, though. That's great hustle.
Big hustle, and then the guy who recovered it was Parker Dean, who scored right here on the play. So his hustle, he gets rewarded for himself with a 10-yard passing touchdown. The Smithville cheerleaders were loving it. This was big time for the Seminoles. They got a big bounce-back win, beating Walnut 26-24. Few more scores, Cam. Vardaman beating French Camp 41-7.
Rams are looking real good.
That's one of your squads right there.
That's true.
Nanawoya topping Stringer 27-7. If you think we're done, we're not. We've still got MAIS teams and West Alabama as well. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to EndZone. Right back to the highlights. Out to Heritage Academy, looking for its first win against Pillow Academy.
Don't sleep on them.
They're already up 21-13. That's the obligatory line.
Yep.
Driving again, Noah Madden. Nice tackle. Give the defense a little bit of love. Heritage looking to start a drive. Thompson Regenball checks down to Cole Shelton. He turns it up and takes a late hit there. Can't do that. Tack on another 15. Just like that, man, the Pats are moving.
Okay.
Another short pass, running a little West Coast offense, this time to Aiden Westmoreland. He makes something out of nothing, makes a guy miss, fighting for every yard, finally gets brought down, but not before he keeps the chains moving. However, now 4th and long, Regenball dropping back, looking for somewhere to scramble, can't do it, gets strip sacked. Pillow falls on it, ending the threat, and just before half, Pillow trying to mount a drive. That food looks fantastic.
It does. I'm hungry, man.
But the Heritage defense was swarming, sending it to half, 21-13. But Pillow Academy holds on to win it, 28-20, in a great one. But
Classic.
Let's get right out to Oak Hill Academy. Second half action, and Washington already leads 35-6. Kickoff to start the third quarter. Noah Brad grabs it, takes it for about 26 yards, setting them up for a nice little field position to start the possession.
Oh, this fan was ready.
Absolutely, you gotta be. A couple of plays later, Brett does it again with his arm, drops a pass to Mason Pruder for the first down. Plenty penalties set Oak Hill back, and 3rd and short, Brad picks up another first down with his feet, but John, that's not gonna be nearly enough. This one was all Washington, smoking Oak Hill Academy, 42-6.
Man,
Yeah.
tough one.
Let's get to some scores, though. Calhoun Academy and Delta Academy, 68-30.
Jeez.
That's a heck of a score.
That's our highest scoring game of the year. There's no doubt.
Is that 98?
Yeah, it is. Good math there. Good math. We do sports. We're not really into math as much, but look, we had it that time. Winston Academy beating Carroll Academy 32-12. Delta Streets topping Columbus Christian 36-8. Shout out to Victory Christian as well, getting a big win last night. Starkville Academy beating Bayou Academy 27-6. And Hebron Christian falling to West Memphis Christian 40-0. Cam, a little West Alabama action. That's one of our specials of the evening. Could I interest you in it?
Absolutely. And spoilers, they're really, really good teams.
They are.
All of them.
All of them. All of them have been very good, including Pickens County. So now we got a punt early on. Santonio Jones, it looks like he's going to get wrapped up early here. Why? Because I think he almost came to a complete stop. But somehow gets away, gets to the sideline, and takes it 53 yards to the house.
If there's a punt in our highlights, you know it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Or unless it's a fumble, that wouldn't be great. But this was great for the Pickens County. Corbett Somerville taking the direct snap, punching it in, putting the Tornadoes up 28-0 in second quarter. Caleb Hill taking the toss. No one's going to stop him. Another 50-plus yards for the touchdown. Pickens ends up getting the win. 56-0. Gordo tops Winfield 25-18. The Green Wave, they just keep winning, baby. And then we also got South Lamar topping Berry. Shout out to Clay Gillum, 42-6. Lamar County, after a massive win last week of, I want to say, almost 40 points, they blank Greene County 40-0. And also we had a couple of other West Alabama scores that just came in. Sulligent top Cold Springs 49-8, and Aliceville, the only West Alabama team we have to lose, losing to Tuscaloosa Academy 44-23. We'll have our winners of the night when we come back. Cam, team of the night?
Starkville, man, another commanding win over an undefeated Meridian
I got to
squad.
go West Point. Instead of the helmet, we're going to go the Gator Chomp for Kanan Daniels. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week here on EndZone.
WCBI Sports EndZone Show is brought to you by Jax, Carl Hogan Toyota, Wade Incorporated, Southern Housing, and Clark Beverage Group.